DraftSociety.com presents a Premier League Draft Fantasy Podcast. Welcome to the Key Pass Collective. Your exclusive source for the information, analysis, and advice you need to dominate your fantasy leagues. Come on in. We've been expecting you.
What's up, everyone? How the heck are we? I hope we're doing well. Welcome into the Key Pass Collective. My name's Joe Williams, but your host for this particular episode. Draft heads, I hope that your game week preparation is going smoothly and hopefully as planned. And if your waivers have already run, that your dreams came true. You brought in all the players you needed. And if not, we're here to help you out. So we, of course, will talk streamers later today and some players that we think you should pick up just for this week. But first, today we're going to talk the worry board. We're going to visit the old worry board. We haven't done that since the offseason, and we've got an in-season version of the worry board today, so we'll do that first. Talk through where we place certain players on the worry board. So, of course, we'll have that coming up in just a second. But first, hey, everybody. Welcome in. What's going on? Everybody who's joining us live in chat, Old Scruffy, Lloydie LFC, Draft Espresso, and everyone else watching that hasn't said anything yet. What's going on? Jump in, say hey, send us your questions, send us your thoughts. We love you, and thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. If you've never been on one of the live streams, you should join. We normally go around 5:30 on Wednesday nights, 5:30 Eastern, but we're kicking it off a little bit early tonight, which is great because everyone was available. So, yeah, we're just going to knock it out a little bit earlier, hopefully not keep some of these Europeans up as late as they normally are. So, yeah, all right. So today, like I said, kicking it off with the worry board. And you may actually see a little bit of different, some different, I don't know if you want to call it introductions to the pod here coming up soon. We're considering toying with that just a little bit and maybe streamlining some things. But for now, let me just quickly tell you about who we are. This is a pod that is basically the audio companion to the Draft Society website. What is the Draft Society? That is where you go for all of your draft fantasy Premier League needs. So check it out. We've got everything you could possibly want, including a whole bunch of free stuff. Top 75 consensus rankings on international breaks. Weekly waiver wire articles. You get 3 free, 3 are paid. We've got Sleepers 11 weekly every single week, and that is completely free. We've got useful draft statistics that are really, really incredible. Projected lineups that we publish every single week as well. So those are all completely free. You should definitely check it out. And if you're willing to part with a couple of shekels, we have a paid program as well and an insider benefits. It's called the Inner Circle. And if you join, you will have things like weekly rest of season player rankings, points projections for every player every single week. We've got sortable consensus rankings on international breaks like the one that is upcoming. We have trade advice that is confidential that your league mates will not see. You can send it to us directly. Set piece taker tracker, ghost point tracker, all sorts of stuff. Just check it out. Just do it. And if you're willing to join for the season, you'll get the fantasy toolkit as well. That is a crown jewel. It's bespoke. It is linked to your Fantrax ID, and it's going to help you make waiver choices every week. It's going to help you gauge whether or not you're winning a trade or whether a trade is fair. It's going to give you rest of season kind of projections, strength of team for your or strength of players for your team, etc. It's going to give you power rankings for all the players in your league. It's got fixture difficulty tracker built into it. It's everything. It's great. It's incredible. Check it out. And for those who already do support us, an independent fantasy football website, we greatly appreciate it. Hey, everyone who's joined since I started talking. Sebas Jimenez, Bandit, what's going on? Guys, welcome in. If you have questions, like I said, send them in the chat or comments as we go along. Banter is more than welcome. Feel free to call us out on our takes if you think they're bad. Welcome in, everybody. All right, cool. Let's get to it. Joining me today, we've got Dutch Cowboy, Sanjy from Bantah Boys, and Toddy, and hopefully we're waiting on Ryan, but until he's here, how are you fellas?
Fantastic. Cunha misses penalty. It's
did he? When I looked last, it was 3-2. What's happened since then?
It's even again.
Oh, okay.
After Cunha missed it. Yeah. So now it's just I think, what is it? Sudden death at this point?
Sudden death, yeah. It's one each.
Oh man. This is crazy.
Also, Joe, I was gonna tell the people, even if our takes are good, still call us out.
Oh, for sure. Just for fun. Just for the hell of it. Yeah, absolutely. Toddy, you doing well?
I'm doing very well. Just come back from 2 weeks of holiday in Sicilia. I got some Messina Cristallo di Sale.
Okay.
Salt Crystal Messina beer, so all good.
Love that. Dutch Cowboy, how are we doing, man?
Doing quite well.
Nice.
One of my days off of the week, so I've been quite busy today playing Expedition 33. And if anyone who's listening has played that, it's a great game.
Chime in for sure. He loves to talk about it.
What is that?
It's a really fun game that I can't stop playing on my off days.
And you sound crystal clear with that mic, man. That's beautiful.
Yes, we're on a new mic,
Oh.
and it feels real good. I
Just
can't hear
fantastic.
myself, but I can imagine it sounds okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You might be able to. Oh, old Scruffy's in on the expedition.
Old Scruffy knows what you're talking about, bro.
We knew he was good people.
I'm on the last Act 2 battle. If you so that's wrong. I've been stuck there for like.
Wait, is this a spoiler? Hold on.
No,
Is this a spoiler?
No.
How many offshoot pods do we need to do?
Tom hasn't
Actually,
finished
Tom,
Expedition 32.
funny enough, they count down. So you would have been on 34 technically.
Oh
The
shit.
game counts down. Weirdly
Sorry about that,
enough.
Tom. I thought it was a good joke.
Wait, what number did it start from then?
I don't. Oh my god. Okay. I think the game is basically.
Oh Lord.
I really don't
no.
want to do this. I really don't want to do this. But it starts at 100 and they're counting down. That's all you need to know.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
If your girlfriend found out that you are on a fantasy football pod talking about the computer game, that's the lowest of the low. Like,
oh man,
she would be kind of, yeah, you're on a pod, you are like one of the guys who does the advice. Yeah, I can kind of package it, but that we are talking about another football or another computer game, that's just
right.
Instaban.
Right. Instaban. Yeah.
She
All
hasn't
right.
ran away yet, so
Is she listening right now?
no.
I highly doubt. The only one who occasionally listens is my wife, and that's just to hop into chat and say something cheeky. So
Ask her a single player on my team. She'll say Mbappe.
okay. All right. Love that. All right, boys. Well, let's get to it. We are here to jump back into the worry board. We haven't done the worry board since draft season. And now that these players are actually on our teams, it's a little bit more concerning because some of them are, for lack of better words, shitting the bed so far. So the question is, how worried are we about these players? I'm going to pull up the worry board in just a second, and we will have to agree on where to place them on the board. So we've got plenty of players on there. Some of them will go quicker than others, I hope. But all of them have been concerning. I did try to shy away from players who are injured because, there's only so worried you can be about an injured player, right? And then I also kind of shied away from the contract situation / transfer holdouts, just because I think we all know when those will end. If those will end, we'll know in a couple days. So anyway, we're looking at players who are mainly healthy and either are playing shit or aren't playing at all. And we need to figure out together where to place these guys on the worry board. Okay, let me pull it up. Give me just a quick moment here. And we will go through that. Let me see.
in the meantime, anyone who's watching this and not watching the penalty shootout,
Update. Give me.
update is it's still
Still going.
still going.
Oh my god.
11-10.
At this point, Onana's just throwing himself around the goal.
Yeah.
Well,
Hoping to save one.
Isn't that a normal day in his life?
Yeah, but this one is like just funnier.
The
This one's funnier.
last penalty shootout this funny was the Villarreal one with also Manchester United.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, isn't Onana going to have to take one? Oh my god, I hope he misses.
You guys are sick.
I'm sorry, I grew up knowing way too many Manchester United fans.
No, I get it. I get it.
I'm
I do.
thoroughly enjoying these years of my life.
All right. Well, update us as it goes, and we'll jump to the board here. So
Sesko was the 10th taker,
that says a lot.
confidence-wise.
That
That
says
says
a lot.
says a lot. All right. So here are the categories, or the columns in which we need to place these players, guys. First of all, we have not worried at all. Great, we're good, smooth sailing, nothing to be concerned about here. Moderately worried, but holding. So getting a little concerned, but we're going to keep this player on our squad. Legitimately worried, looking to trade ASAP. And these are players whose value is decreasing, but we're trying to cash in while it's still there. Very worried, but no trade value at the moment. One of those guys you're kind of stuck with. But legitimately, we would be very worried about that player. And then drop. Would rather have the roster spot. Very condemning, very damning place for a player to be. So, up first, gentlemen, we have Ibrahima Konate. He has been, to say he's been terrible, I mean, is maybe the understatement of the century. Let me pull up his numbers here very quickly.
Wait, does he have numbers to pull up?
He has 1.75 fantasy points in 2 games. 1.5 against Bournemouth, 0.25 against Newcastle. He's been miserable. Any immediate thoughts or commentary on where to place him on this board?
I would rather the roster spot.
You're dropping him?
Yeah, he's not gonna start once you guys get Gray.
Ooh.
He's a primary reason they're chasing Gay. He's so bad right now.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah, he's looked quite poor. I mean, Liverpool as a whole have looked quite poor defending.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people said might happen at the beginning of the season. There was like a lot of jokes about they're going to win every game 4-3, 4-2. I think that was on Tifo. And I mean, it's quite literally happening.
It really is.
But many people didn't draft. I mean, what was Konate drafted as like a defender too?
Yeah, like 8th round, 10th round. I mean, somewhere in there, right? So nothing. You didn't give up too much in terms of draft capital.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind dropping.
Toddy, are you dropping? What do you think?
I think he still holds some trade value, some sort of name recognition value. The reason I'm not dropping right now is that they have Burnley and Everton in the next 2 after the international break.
So
if you hold this week against Arsenal, the transfer window closes. If they don't get Gehi, at least you have Burnley, Everton, and then Palace. I see what you're saying. Then yeah, I see what
exactly. So if I can avoid starting him against Arsenal, then I will. That said, I don't expect Arsenal to score a shitload, just because all of their creative players are out. So yeah, there are players on my roster that I'd much rather not start, but yeah, I'm definitely holding for that stretch of 3 games. If Gay comes in, or there is some movement, highly unlikely on his Real Madrid suitors, then obviously I'm dropping. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Did that sway either of the other
United
two of you?
are out.
What?
United are out. Yep.
And
Boomer just missed his penalty. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it.
Final score of 14-13. Holy shit. Oh, unbelievable. Wow, that's crazy. I'm glad we got to share that, guys. But Sanjy or Dutch, did Toddy sway you at all?
No.
I would now. I'm still worried about him.
Oh yeah, I'm worried, but
But I will hold until at least for that fixture run because it's you can hold one more week, and see if Gehi happens. If he doesn't, see how that little run goes for him, and then see what happens from there. But you're not. I guess when I'm thinking about it in the IB break, you're not gaining much by dropping him.
Exactly, you're not so like there's a if you're in a home league and like you can pick up and start Osula or someone like high value that you can stream on the day, then maybe in a 10 team or something like that. But yeah, I think the potential value on that run is still much higher than what you can get if you drop him. There are worse players on your team to drop.
Yeah, I think I tend to agree with you. I will say that I'm very worried though. Like I am actually worried. I think he his head, either his head's been turned or he's just in his head too much. Something is going on. He looks a shadow of the player he was last year, and he's just. I mean, he's turning like a barge. Like I don't know what happened. He used to have decent speed, but he's miserable this year.
But like also you guys are talking about the Everton and Crystal Palace fixtures. Like Merseyside derbies are very unpredictable at times.
True.
And Crystal Palace are a bit of a giant killer team over the last season and a half. So
true.
I don't think it's as easy as the regular fixture tickers are telling you out there. So I'm still skeptical, and for me, I would rather the roster spot still.
All right. Well, you were overruled.
God damn it.
No, we have to go with the majority, but I
know.
I'm if there was like a spot where I could stash him in between here, I would definitely do it. But
okay.
The rules don't allow. The rules don't allow.
The rules are very rigid to this game. Yeah, the rules are very rigid. Yeah. I mean, okay, so we're gonna hold for a moment, maybe two weeks, maybe 3 weeks, just to see, and if nothing changes, obviously he's gone. Okay, all right, I like it, guys. Up next, none other than another Liverpool player, Florian Wirtz. So things looked okay the first week, 6.75. I mean, all ghosts, which are stats that are accumulated from not goals or assists. So, okay, it was fine. It wasn't what you'd hope for. This week, 3.5 versus Newcastle. Obviously, those who took him in the first round aren't liking the return on investment that they are currently receiving. But how about you guys? How worried are you based upon these first two performances?
I'm not too worried. It sucks and it stings, but clearly they're going to score a shit ton of goals, and he's going to be there, and he's going to take sets. So I'm moderately worried if I had him, just because it sucks seeing Liverpool score at this point. 7 goals, and he hasn't been too much to be a part of that. But I mean, it's all right. Yeah, I think it'll get better.
Yeah, I agree with Dutch. I think there still needs to be a tactical shift to get more stuff through the middle. That's his sort of forte, and it's still going like as if we had Trent. We are doing all these Hollywood passes all across the field from one side to the other, and they are kind of coming off, not coming off, half. So yeah, I think he'll be fine, and he'll score well as well. yeah, there needs to be more focus on him getting some balls and some space to work in. But
Yeah.
he'll be fine.
Okay.
I'd love to trade him in.
Trade him in.
Yeah, I tried. I was trying this week, just sending out some feel. I was like, I think I sent out Enzo and let me check it out. Enzo and someone else for Weirds. Forget, maybe like Enzo and I gotta recall now, but I was trying.
Someone asked for Semenyo for Wirtz. Would you guys do that?
I'd probably take some menu.
Oof. I think
Depends on your roster.
I mean, that too. And I'm speaking as a manager that's struggling for forwards in one of my leagues. So
right.
Then I would do it.
I might go Semenyo.
I think I agree with the boys for the most part. I mean, it's great that he has monopoly on corners. I think you just need to be patient with him if you've drafted him. New player to new league, new country. I mean, he could kick it off like second half of the season, or like Totti was alluding to, a change of tactics once Champions League kicks in as well. But yeah, I think now is also the perfect time to trade him in. Like maybe even after the Arsenal game, his value might dip even more, and then you've got a whole international break to try and wheel and deal some with moves. So
I like that. Ryan, are you with us?
I am.
Hey,
I
man.
am indeed. Hey, how are you guys?
How goes it?
Oh, I'm all right, man. Reaching like new levels of exhaustion that I didn't know were possible, but I'm doing all right. Just made a pot of coffee. I'm good to go.
Amazing.
If it makes you feel any better, Ryan, United just got dumped out the EFL Cup.
Grimsby?
Yeah, buddy.
Wow. God, how did I not know? Oh man, I wish I would have watched that live.
Oh, the fans rushed the field.
That's incredible in so many levels. Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow,
absolutely.
I'll have to take a look at the lineups. I'm guessing it wasn't even like a C team.
No, it was full strength United.
Oh
full
my
strength.
God.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Shasko and Cunha started. So
that's
and Ahmad
incredible.
up front.
Yeah, it wasn't from the get-go, but it ended up being full strength when he realized that they were
that it's Grimsby.
Yeah.
It's fucking
They were
Grimsby.
2-0 down until the 70th minute.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was so good.
Wow.
Well, dude,
All right.
thanks for joining us mid-move. That's some dedication right there, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about Florian Wirtz?
I'd be patient. I'm concerned about the lack of successful dribbles, because that's what we knew him for in the Bundesliga. And like, yeah, of course, he's going to take a while to bed in, and new system, blah, blah, blah. But you would at least think that he'd have some successful dribbles to his name. And they really haven't been there, or they're being like completely offset by dispossession. So that's the, I think, concerning part. But yeah, I mean, it's 2 weeks in. You gotta give him some time. Although, like we were talking, I heard you guys talking about potentially trying to trade him in. Obviously, round one picks, people are reticent to get rid of him so quickly. Having said that, after a dismal performance against Arsenal, hopefully, I think 3 to 4 weeks is when people start to like wane a little bit if they don't see improvement. So after this week, maybe it might soften a bit.
Yeah, to your point, 0 successful dribbles.
All season?
0.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yep. 0 so far. Here's what I've noticed from him, and here's why I would hold, and here's why I'm hopeful. I think he is yet to really get used to the speed of the Premier League, and the physicality. He's getting caught on the ball a lot more than he normally does. He looks a little bit lost sometimes. He's losing the ball a little bit more than he normally does. I just think it's going to take a little bit of time for him to kind of really come to terms with that, like the speed, just the sheer physical aspect of the game.
Yeah,
I think he's a talented player, and I think he's going to. I just think it might take a little bit longer than people expected.
Totally fair.
But I like him in moderately worried. I'm obviously holding him. I'm not getting rid of him if he's on my team. Seems like we're all.
I saw that you guys talked about Konate.
Yeah.
Let me just add that.
Do it.
I'm totally off that dude.
Oh no, you're a drop.
Yeah. I dropped him after game week 1, and then someone else in my league picked him up and promptly dropped him after game week 2.
That sounds like a tie, Joe. Just saying.
Do I not count?
Nothing to be hopeful of.
Oh, you voted as well. Oh, damn.
Yeah. I'm holding for a week or two, I think is what I'm doing there.
Why?
Thank you, Ryan.
He didn't even give you a semblance of something to like cling to. He was just like, you know what? I'm gonna suck and I'm gonna own it.
I mean, you're not wrong. And here's the thing. There's a reason why there's only one defender on this worry board today. Because believe it or not, defenders have been scoring pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, defenders are scoring really well.
That's why I'm rolling F5 at the back, baby.
Yeah.
Well, that and everybody else on my team is injured or suspended or whatever.
But like, there are people who are winning game weeks on the performance of their defenders right now. So, You know what, guys? Let's do this. I'm with you.
Yeah.
We're moving him. We're moving him. It's 3-2. Sorry, guys. We're dropping.
Voice of reason.
Pick up. You could stream another defender who's going to do better than that. I agree with you.
Absolutely.
Let's get rid of the bum.
Yeah, man.
And I've actually been crying out for him to get benched if we had any other options. So
I was going to say, who actually is the next option with Kwanzaa gone and no defensive signing?
There is a defensive signing.
It'd be Gomez.
Italian.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. But Gomez is still out with a knock, isn't he?
I think he's back, or at least he could play partially. But yeah, Todd, you're alluding to Giovanni.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Young Parma defender, former Parma defender.
Yes, please play him on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't. You don't throw him into the fire like that. That would be irresponsible.
No, not on Sunday. But I can see him playing against Burnley though.
Oh sure, yeah, maybe. All right, ready to move on?
Let's do it.
None other than Savinho. I did check Fabrizio Romano, the repost merchant, and just wanted to see what was going on with that. Well, he did post about Savinho about 4 hours ago, and here's what it says. Manchester City have informed Tottenham today that they are not changing their position on Savinho. They have no intention to let him go, not even for a fee of over 70 million. Seen as a key player for the season and for the future, this also blocks any chance of Rodrigo to Man City.
Man, that's bittersweet.
Yeah, so that leaves us with a really weird scenario where he likely isn't leaving in the next few days, and he's also not playing.
So, like, gaming this out, why all the intrigue? Like, why Pep says he's injured and then he posts on Instagram that he's in the gym? Like, is Firmino just going on strike and really pushing for a move? I didn't see that happening.
It sounds like it was really close, and he was getting left out of the squad because the transfer was getting like hot and close. But it looks like, at least it was reported, that someone in the City organization blocked the transfer, and I think we'll see him back in the squad. If not this weekend, then the following weekend. Now, like, the transfer's done.
Yeah, and City are deep enough to let all the guys who have potential transfers going just stay out of the squad. So I think it's just that. So, that said, I think the fact that he was potentially gonna move and gonna be the odd man out if they got in Rodrigo tells me something about him being probably the last piece on that rotation.
I disagree. I mean, if they're keeping him after getting an offer of 70 million, then that also says a lot. Plus, Pep loves fucking with us, so like, I could see him starting this weekend.
That's fair.
Legit.
That's
Like,
just
just to fuck with us.
Yeah,
I hope
mean,
so.
that's fair. Old Scruffy saying he thinks he comes back after the international break.
That could be.
Yeah, I could see
Been
that.
out for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I think it makes sense.
I think with him, it depends when you drafted him. I think a lot of people were drafting him kind of late round 3, which would suck, and a lot of people are just have him in their IR spot right now. But if you were able to get him a little later, I personally got him end of round 4, so I don't mind the 20 starts I'll get from him rest of season right there. He'll be on the bench most of the season, so I think the only worry I have is Bob looks pretty good. So he may see a slight downtick in starts based on that, but I'm not dropping the guy. So, but I am a little worried. I'm moderately worried.
I drafted him not solely, but largely because of the move to Spurs. So that's why I don't have any city cover for him. So that's why I'm concerned. But he'll start regardless where he goes.
He'll have the patented 8-game stretch where he'll look like
the Mahrez special.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Mahrez special. He'll have that. You just don't know when it's gonna happen. So
How much?
I would look to trade out.
I was literally just gonna say, Toddy, how much of a hit has his value taken? I mean, could you still get draft day value, or could you get, because if you can get close to draft day value, I'm happy to trade out.
I can't imagine you could.
Yeah.
Like draft day value, there was like one of two schools of thought that he was gonna be starting every other game for City, or that he was going to get the Spurs move. Neither has happened, so like his value can't have stayed the same. It's only dropped.
Yeah, I agree. I think you can try to get an underperforming player someone we might talk about, but I would say you could probably try for someone like Mitoma or someone like that, who was of similar value on draft day and is underperforming in the first 2 games, but it's still nailed on and should be fine, I think. But you definitely have to do some wheeling and dealing.
Could you get? Go ahead.
No, I was I hope he's not listening to this for my home league, but the guy who was Bob in my league, I either want Bob or I want to trade him Savinho for Dango.
Oh,
Just
wow.
Straight up.
You're not gonna get Dango for Savinho.
No, if he has Bob. So
I mean, you never know in home leagues though. Home league trades are just wild.
He has Bob, so it's.
I was looking to trade in Dango, and I was quoted Marmouche.
Oh Jesus! I sent out Enzo for Marmouche.
I think I would do that.
I'd do that. Yeah.
Oh yikes!
I dealt Dango for Minty.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of see them similarly. Personally,
I'll wait till after the IB break and see what's going on. I'm not. I think it's like all you have to go off of right now is the fact that we were lied to by Pep. He's not injured. He was just rumored to be leaving, and Pep didn't want to start him because of that. And, they wanted to keep him protected in case of injury, whatever. Because it sounds like transfer was pretty close. I mean, if you go off Fabrizio, I mean, he was pretty much like 1 foot into Spurs. So
yeah.
And I think he was just not starting because of that. I'm not too worried, man.
All right. I would trade. Toddy would trade. Dutch, you sound like you're moderately worried.
Moderately worried, yeah, but holding. We'll give it till after IB.
All right. Sanjy and Ryan?
I'm holding.
Moderately, yeah.
Okay. All right. There he is, right there. Do you think you could get somebody like a KDH for him?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about that.
I'm kind of looking for what kind of forward do you think you can get for him?
You'd rather have Savio than KDH?
I think I would too.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like KDH. It's just like the upside.
Yeah, the ceiling is way too high with Savio.
Yeah.
I think our rankings are going to be really interesting this international break.
Wait, what rankings? We got to do rankings again?
We do them international breaks. Yeah.
Oh.
Genie and I, after the draft kit, said that we're boycotting and absolutely sticking to that.
So rankings are gonna look normal then. Okay. Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, me and Genie are gonna offset each other. So it's done.
This is probably true. Yeah. All right, boys. It's time to talk about Dwight McNeil. Oh man. So
What's the worst one? Not
drop
would rather the rod. Okay, fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
You could add a sixth one if you want.
I
Just
could
to
add a
make the
sixth
game.
one. Just yeah. Send him.
Should drop, but can't.
Send him to the fires of hell. That's the sixth. No, I mean, like, this is a player. Like, I mean, I'm a casualty of this as well. Like, this is a player where, you know, of course, my league had a fucking slow draft, and so we got a slow draft going. We knock out the first few rounds. He falls to me. I say, quote unquote, falls to me at round 4. I'm excited about it. Grab him, and then two or 3 days later, when the draft is still going on, Everton sign all of these other attacking midfielders. Is what it is. But of course, hasn't started a match. Didn't even sub on the first match. Came on for 15 minutes this last week and just played 70 minutes today in the cup. So talk me off a ledge here.
He's perfect for the very worried but can't trade at the moment. Like, this is.
And no one's going to give you money for him.
I've tried everything. I've tried to trade him to every player in the league.
Oh.
Moyes didn't fancy him last season, but everybody has this preconceived notion that just because Deitch started him every week, that like he's better than he is. And yeah, I totally get it, Joe. Like earlier on, like you see him in round 3 before you have some preseason and other data. He looks like good value there, but yeah, man, it's just not going to happen for him this season. He'll just be a rotational player.
Seems like it.
I think best case scenario for him is go back to Burnley and bring back the golden days. Like, no way he's breaking into this Everton setup.
Only case scenario, Deitch gets another job in the Premier League.
Yeah, and he becomes
In
like a
January window.
relevant. Yeah, exactly.
United should be open soon.
Banished to the Shadow Realm. That's, yeah, Old Scruffy, that's pretty much where I'm at with him. Guys, you've just told me that he will be a rotation player, that he doesn't really have any value, that he's lost his spot in the 11. Why am I holding him again?
Because you took him round 3.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I don't have that problem right now, but I'd be sick to my stomach.
Honestly, I would probably do so depends on how your rosters run or how your waivers run in the in your league. But with McNeil, I think the best case you could do would be the sort of patented Genie special. Is drop a big name guy, announce it in the chat so that someone overspends on them, and hopefully do that. But the fact that post game week waiver will be the first after the end of the transfer window, it should have a ton of deep value in the waivers. So
True.
he will be lost in that run. So you shouldn't drop into that one if that's your plan. Santi is on the pod as well.
We have another guest on the pod. Let's go.
Yeah, he just wanted to weigh in on that, but I told him keep his powder dry.
He's with Genie. He's an anti-McNeil guy.
Yeah, he's born into it.
Oh man, I don't know, guys. I'm struggling. I honestly, Toddy, you mentioned it's going to be a big waiver run. I mean, post transfer window, I think I can get better value in that waiver run than I can with McNeil.
Yeah, before the Dibbling signing was confirmed, I was like buy extremely low and just hope there's an injury or something like that. But with Dibbling coming in, he isn't. He might not even be second choice.
Right. He's playing in cup matches against whoever the hell they played, Wickham or somebody.
Mansfield Town.
Mansfield. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So, Ryan, Dutch, you guys are still hold. I'm for the record, I'm a drop.
Wow.
I just I don't know. I'm so weird about dropping like my first 3 to 4 round picks, but
No, I know. Trust me, it's like heartbreaking for me. It really I'm quite upset about it.
It's harsh and extreme, but I think I think that's the move. It's a tough one this early, but yeah, I think that's the move.
Toddy and Sanjy.
I'm fine.
All
I'm
right.
fine dropping.
We're dropping him. Damn, that's crazy.
I mean, I don't own him in a league, so I would easily say drop, but I get why people would say the column before.
Yeah, it's tough, man. That's
yeah. I think majority is saying drop though, right? So let's go with that.
That one hurts. Yeah, okay. At least in that league, I was able to get Garnachos off for waivers, so I guess that's fine. I guess. Okay, moving on. Up next is none other than another Manchester City asset, Jeremy Doku, who somehow just isn't in the plans anymore. Doesn't find himself in the starting 11 anymore. What changed since the Club World Cup? Why? Like, there's no explanation for any of this. Honestly, it's completely and utterly bizarre.
Turns out he's a 60 million Adama Traore.
I mean, we all knew that, but I think Pep was fooling himself for a long time.
We started this game.
Started game week 1. Yeah, it was just really bad.
He started that match?
Yeah, I got 0 points. Yeah,
bro.
I think
No stats.
Oh, he played 65 minutes. He had 1.5 fantasy points. Wow, I didn't realize he started that. I just assumed by his score that was a sub in.
Yeah, man.
He had 1 dribble and what else? 1 dribble, 1 dispossession, and a clean sheet.
You bank that clean sheet or else you'd be screwed.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
So earlier today, I don't know if anyone was on Twitter, but there were multiple posts about Doku apparently working closely with Erling Haaland.
I saw
to sharpen his end product, and apparently the quote unquote word or phrase that is on all the tweets is unspoken code that they're gonna have. Apparently, he's gonna be better in the final third. So I don't know if this is going to influence where you put him in this graph.
I mean, Haaland is good at a lot of things. I cannot imagine that he is a good teacher of anything.
Right, I agree.
The phrase that or the situation that comes to mind is one that I read, and even my wife knows this anecdote. Is that when Diego Costa came in to Chelsea and supposedly didn't know very limited English, and he just came into the first training, and he in a sort of very rudimentary fashion just told the other guys, I come here win things. Or something like that. That's how I imagine Haaland communicates.
Hell yeah.
So I can't imagine how he teaches Doku to be better in the final third.
Why use many words when few do trick?
Yeah.
Oh, great quotes.
Exactly.
Great quotes.
Oh, that's incredible. All right. Well, I still think he'll be a decently valuable fantasy asset. I think I'm holding. I am moderately worried.
Yeah, I think if anyone drafted any of these City assets, they should know what was coming.
Exactly.
Rotation
Exactly.
and a few starts here and there, and you drafted because you wanted that upside for the starts. So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I agreed with you. Is like, I would say moderately worried about holding, basically.
Yep.
Exactly.
You drafted an option, not a starter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was elated when I saw that both my City guys, Cherky and Marmouche, were starting against Spurs, and they combined for 5 points or something like that.
Yeah. I majorly lucked out. I faced a stack of 6 City players this week.
Yeah, that person's
great
sick,
game for it.
whatever that is.
It was the one of the only times that ever was going to work out the way that it did. And yeah, I ended up winning by quite a bit.
Yeah, Savio and Doku are the kind of guys that you gotta kind of know how to draft if you're gonna draft them.
I mean, those are the guys where if they fall to you, it's like great, awesome. But to take them like at their ADP, I think was
100%.
you were kind of expecting
I
something.
broke my no City player rule because Savio dropped to me at like 412 at 411.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's good value.
Yeah, I just had to.
Yeah. Well, McNeil in the 4th is good value too, but you know. All right. Up next, guys, somebody who's definitely underwhelmed, but is getting a lot of playtime. Yuri Tielemans. 11 total points, 90 minutes, both matches, 7 against Brentford, 4 against Newcastle. There's not a whole lot else to say. He's just not involved. He's not really. He's not involved in the goals or assists. He's doing a little bit of ghosting, but yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, Villages haven't scored a goal, so eventually he'll start scoring and he'll be more involved. I'm not too worried. He's taking sets, right? Someone need to back me up on that, but as long as he's taking sets, I think the next 3 are Palace, Everton, Sunderland. Ooh, actually, yeah, they get Palace, Everton, Sunderland, and then Fulham and Burnley, which is a really nice stretch. You would have wanted something against Brentford, but it didn't happen. But I mean, he'll see like almost 90 in all those games. So until mid-October, you have he'll come around. I'm not worried at all.
The issue of why I'm a bit worried is that we know that he can do this. So before last season, he wasn't a very good fantasy asset, and last season was the sort of big thing, or his announcement year or whatever.
Sure.
I'm worried. I don't think you can get trade value for him right now, so I'd be holding, but I'm much more worried than Rich is.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wrote the Villa forecast, and I mean, a big highlight of that article was Villa need to make signings because, I mean, they haven't done anything really other than Gasol, and there's just walk-ins isn't enough. Like, they need more like creative outlet for Tielemans to get to. So if there is a hint of worry in me, it's that Villa just haven't done anything with a week to go. That's noteworthy to improve that attack. I mean, when Dia got minutes last week, and he's leaving. So it's definitely that's definitely worrying, especially with like Europe and stuff.
Yeah,
but I think he'll be fine. I'd like to see a signing or two.
So I'm looking at the set piece taker tracker, which is on the draftsociety.com for anybody who wants to check it out.
Oh.
And Yuri Tielemans, 21% of the set pieces.
Yeah, he only took 1 corner in the last 2 games.
Matty Cash is on 50% of the set pieces.
Yeah, Cash took 7 of 9 corners last game.
Did he?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm with Toddy. I'd be worried. Although the Gasol boat will lift. Or tide boat?
The
Yeah,
Gasson tide.
I need to take a nap. Go
Lift all
ahead, Joe.
boats.
I'm gonna sub that out to you.
The Gasson tide will lift all
Thank you.
boats.
Yes.
And this is what we are hoping because I have
He's starting this weekend, according to our predicted lineups.
Yep.
Also
Draft
on our
Head has him starting.
Come on, baby. Come on.
It's like
I
the
need
last
him.
game of the
I need
game
a
week,
full-
and
I need a forward. I
matchup.
need it.
Oh, I know, and yeah, it's exactly it's the worst possible game because it's near the end of the game week and it's just you're gonna.
He's my Odegaard backup, so he better
have cover.
better come in.
Yeah.
What was Tielemans' ADP this season?
Like 4,
40s?
like round 4, right? Something like that.
late three, or like late to mid 4, late 3, mid 4.
Okay.
God,
So
third
like
round
around
would be brutal.
Damsgaard, Minte,
Aaron Savino.
Yeah.
around Savinha, that kind of vibe.
I'd rather have Savino.
Ooh.
Well, I gotta give
Agreed.
Toddy kudos about Damsgaard, man. Guy looks good.
He looks really good.
Yeah.
I
No,
want
I'm
him.
not just underlining my pre.
Dude, everybody
pre-draft.
looks good in that game. Come on.
Yeah.
But for me about Tielemans, I would say moderately worried but holding. I just think like he's a classy player, and I think the first point that Rich brought up as well is that Villa have not clicked yet. I think they need to make signings. Emery needs to figure shit out as well. I still think it's way too early to write him off completely. Obviously, like missing the sets is a big blow, but yeah, I do think that you're not dropping him. And if you're trading him, I don't think you're gonna get good enough value out of him either. So I think it's one of those assets you just need to try and be a bit more patient with for a couple more game weeks at least, a few more. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like we're all kind of on the same, well, for the most part, on the same boat. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I tend to agree as well.
Villa needs to score a goal this week. Can't go 3 games without a goal. They need a goal.
Yeah, they need to figure out what's going on with them. They look completely bereft of any sort of creativity whatsoever. I mean, there's just nothing. But that'll happen when you have Morgan Rogers up there. I mean, exactly. I mean, anybody who's rostered Rogers, no, he doesn't do jack shit except for score goals and assist. So if he's not doing either of those, he's not going to be your source for creativity.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take him in the second round.
No.
That happened. I remember like during mock season, not during mock season, like during draft, like the beginning of draft season, Morgan was taking a couple like second rounds, and I thought it was like a joke. But it kept happening.
I thought it was a
Yeah,
joke.
It happened in my home league. Like, what's good?
People were justifying it like hardcore in discords and chats. Like they were just convinced he was just gonna kick on from here. And yeah, I pour one out for these lads.
Yeah. Amen.
Supposedly,
banging that
Spurs were
drum.
looking at him.
Who's looking at him?
Spurs.
Oh God. Okay.
They-
Spurs are looking
do
at
a lot of
everyone
things.
in a 10. If you're in a 10 position in the world right now, Sunday League, amateur level, it doesn't matter. Spurs are taking a look at you.
Spurs are looking
Once
at
I saw Nico pass, I was like, all right, bro.
I mean,
Love that.
like
Por
you
favor.
look at like the Villa lineup from the last game as well. Like they played 5 central players behind Watkins. There's no width to that team whatsoever.
No.
They haven't bought anybody. It's like not
Right.
good.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways,
Gasson.
All right. Moving right along. We have Evan Nielsen, who no, that's not Evan Nielsen.
Justin.
That's sorry.
Yeah.
That's Justin Kluivert. Yeah, Justin Kluivert. Which this, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain this one. This is a really interesting one. 2 points on the season, completely missing first game week, played 11 minutes last game week. Completely missing from preseason as well. Some said that he has a newborn. Maybe
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Okay, so is this an easy one? Just
I think he was injured. I think the newborn thing
off
was
injury.
Yeah.
Groin? Was him groin?
No, cough.
Cough.
So last
There you go.
season was the baby issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So calf, but he came on as a sub. Sounds like then he's just working his way back in and he'll be fine?
This weekend he'll start. Not worried.
Anyone else?
That's very confident. I don't know if I'm that confident about the starts. But I wouldn't be worried about Justin. I mean, also we kind of did highlights about. I think Totti, you wrote this article, the Bournemouth one. I mean, I don't know. Did you not point out about the fact that a lot of his points basically came from like 3 monster holes, and he basically doesn't ghost at all. So you kind of should know what you were drafting in a sense. It's almost like the Morgan Rogers of Bournemouth. Like you're just playing for attacker returns in that sense. So if you knew what you were getting, then I wouldn't be worried.
Yeah. I mean, he was a very goal and assist dependent attacking midfielder on a high intensity attacking team. So just like Sanjy said, yeah, you knew what you were getting into, and he will come good because he has penalties, he's involved, he's there in the attack. Once he gets up to speed, he will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, he started 66 yesterday, 66 minutes. So, and Bournemouth don't look. I think there was a lot of worry about Bournemouth going into the season, potentially not being as good because they lost like a lot of like key players, but their offense still looks good. So, I would put him in not worried at all.
Yeah, same.
And worst case, he doesn't start this weekend. He'll definitely start after IB. So you miss him for one more game.
Yeah.
I'd say moderately worried.
I think it's just injury, to be honest.
That's why I'm moderately worried. Like if it's a recurring issue.
I mean, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Like, and that could be a problem. I would side with not worried at all, with the caveat that like what you drafted. So when he does blank you, like you just knew that was baked in. So
exactly.
Not when I say not worried at all, I mean I think he will be a part of the team. I don't necessarily think McNeil to Villa. Yeah, that'd be solid. Yeah. Anyway, all right, cool. So Cluey Ver, we're not worried, or we're moderately, but for the most part, most of us know what we're getting, and we're okay with that. All right, Philip J. Foden. I don't know what his middle name is. I just made that up. But Phil Foden, 4 points so far.
Thomas, I think.
Philip Thomas Foden. Doesn't really roll off the tongue, but that's fine. Nothing. 0
It's
minutes.
Walter.
It's Walter. Yeah, I was gonna say it.
Wow. Somehow it got worse.
I think if you say Philip, it's
Philip
worse.
Walter Foden.
Philip Walter. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that checks out. All right.
That works.
Anyway, 0 minutes, 0 points in the first match. 4 points in 14 minutes against Tottenham. Obviously hasn't started yet. Very concerning. We didn't see much of him preseason. This same thing happened last season. People are understandably concerned. Where do you see him on this worry board?
I'm very worried, but you don't have any trade value, so
Moderate.
Interesting.
I'm very worried, but no trade value.
Wow.
I'll go moderate, so you can put it smack dab in the middle.
Looking to trade out. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I think
how
try
can
to
you
get him out.
yeah, that's the thing. You can't drop him, but you can't trade him, and you're holding him. Like, when is he going to start? What is his path to starts? City suck this weekend, and then Pep does something different.
I mean, legitimately, he looked decent when he came on, and they stopped at that point. They stopped leaking goals, so I guess
He had a knock coming into the season.
Yeah,
I mean,
he wasn't 100% fit.
Apparently was legitimate, not like a Savinho knock.
And not like last season's knock.
Yeah, not the like odd, mysterious personal reason knock from last year.
That's interesting. Am I the only one who's like slightly optimistic on him? I think that.
I said moderate. I think that's optimistic in the spectrum here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, because like
same.
City were terrible and they just weren't convincing at all. And I think that they need his creativity. I think that there's definitely a role for him in this team.
I think it was Athletic or TiVo or somebody that had a really interesting feature on City about like how apparently Pep Linders, the former Gegenpress Liverpool assistant manager, has like apparently been given the brief for their pressing, and that it's just not linking up with Pep's attacking ideas, and they're just not very good at it, which is why Wolves cut them up and why everybody was so high on them after week 1. But anybody who watched the game, like Wolves could have had 2 or 3 in the first 30 minutes. So they were there for the taking. So yeah, it's just to say that I think they're going to struggle in large stretches unless they figure something out.
Look, Chickens is dropping some wisdom in the chat. So.
What do you say? Let's be honest. If you drafted Foden, what did you expect after game week 2? If you did draft, hold. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And Bajcetic fanboys saying he expected 10 goal involvements by now. Well, dude, he's not Bajcetic. He's Foden. So, really.
Is this what people think about like me and El Ghazi? Like they don't get the fandom, because I think it's getting to levels of just really odd for to be a fan of somebody that I don't even think plays in Europe anymore.
Right. Yeah. It is kind of
shoehorning him into serious conversation.
I still can't believe that dude, what did he like your tweet or commented on your tweet?
Yeah, man. He's man of the people.
So
dude.
Legend. Absolute legend.
He's the best. He's the absolute best. When I was packing for the move, I found the Anwar Al-Messi hoodie. Brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right, well, Totti, it looks like has had to jump off for the moment. So I'm trying to figure out where we place Foden. You've got Ryan and I at moderately worried but holding. And then the other two of you are very worried but no trade value.
I guess you put him in the middle.
Trade out? I don't know if I would, though.
I know.
It's weird that that's in the middle, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah. No. All right. Well, fair. If you can get good value, why not, right? I mean, let's do it. Absolutely. Go for it. But yeah, if it's me, I think I'm going to hold. Just personally. All right. Now it's time for Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen. Let me check real quick. He has
4 key passes Saturday.
Is that it?
That's what he had. He had 4 key passes and I think like one other thing.
I mean, he really should have had a couple of assists to be fair.
Dude, yeah, he's looked. Listen, like I took this guy. He's my forward too. I drafted him to be like a goal dependent player, and I've watched both games. He's looked good. He's been in very good positions. He just hasn't gotten them in. And like Sanjay said, he could have had a couple of assists on Saturday. He has no one, I think, at like coming for his position. The other guy is not going to be anything more than like a rotation piece for like Europe in like late minutes. Yeah, where you got him, you should be fine. And especially if you watch this last game against whoever they played this weekend, he looked good. He looked
Wolves.
Yeah, he was in dangerous positions.
But the thing is,
sooner or later that has to equate to points. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And the thing is like I'm not expecting that level of ghost points from him as well. I do think that he is fairly return dependent. What's the term that you have for him, Joe? Is it goals? What's the squad that you call that, where it's goals dependent or whatever, or attack and return dependent? You got a term for it.
I do.
Yeah, I feel like you guys were calling
Oh,
him some
man.
goal dependent FC or something.
I mean,
like that.
yeah, something like that. Well, we were joking
yeah.
that Ryan drafted that because it's so out of his nature.
Yeah, especially Mr. Ghost
Goal-dependent FC.
Mr. Ghost Point. Yeah,
Goal dependent FC.
Yeah.
I got put in some tricky spots in terms of forwards, but yeah, it's no excuse really.
Yeah.
I hate it. I'm hating it.
Yeah, and I mean when your players have a dry spell like this, that's exactly what the risk is there. Yeah, that's an interesting one. So it's sort of like it's a Clivert thing, right? Knowing what you were getting, knowing that you were kind of drafting goal dependent FC, I'm not worried.
And you knew what you were getting when you drafted this guy.
Yeah.
And at least he doesn't have someone coming for his position like Raul, which is getting drafted not that far away from the guy in some drafts. You know what I mean? Like Raul's going to play half the games. Evan Nilsson, if he doesn't get hurt, is going to see well over 33, 34 starts. And he's the penalty taker, isn't he? Or is it still Clivert?
It's gotta be Clivert.
Yeah, we've been seeing. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I have a little bit of bias, not based on rostering, but just watching the game against Wolves, and he should have had at least an assist there, and we'd be having a different conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
Okay. I like it.
I'm moderately worried.
Moderately. Sanjy, you're the
Yeah, I'll go not worried at all. What do you get? 11 attack returns last season?
Should do better. Yeah. Should improve on that in the second season. And
10 to 15 this season is what I'd expect. Yeah, I'd say not worried.
I can tell you in just a second. Let me see.
Tenía 10 goles, creo. I think he had 10.
Yeah, 10. Well,
Yeah.
and an assist. So, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to say attacking returns, quote unquote, then yes, you were spot on, Sanjy.
Evan Nielsen. Ooh, I wonder what his full name is. I love playing this game with Brazilians.
It's like six. It's like 6 names long.
Yeah, he's got
Francisco Evanilson de Lima Barbosa.
Love that. And Fantrax, unless we told them otherwise, would have it as that whole thing. Because they just...
Well, they're looking at that and they're like, well, what do we do? Which one is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it should have just been Barbosa. That would have been a great.
Oh,
fantasy
hell
game.
yeah.
There's a Gabi Barbosa in Flamengo. Actually, he got doping. The one in Flamengo that scores a ton, but he got caught for doping.
Oh, well, that's why he scores a ton.
There's been like 13 Gabi goals throughout the
Yes.
last like 3 years, so like it's hard to keep track with him.
100%.
Fair. All right, boys. Liam Delap, 4.25 points in the last 2 matches. He, of course, did not start the first match, in which he featured for 16 minutes and scored 1.75 points. That was against Crystal Palace. He did, however, start against hapless West Ham in a 5-1 win. Played for 61 minutes and scored a whopping 2.5.
Yeah, that's yucky.
That's really, really bad. You knew he was going to be a rotation risk. Okay, so that maybe the first match you were like, okay, we kind of expected this. Then he starts against West Ham, who got destroyed the first week and then end up getting destroyed the second week, and he did jack shit.
But he's just as goal dependent as some of these other guys we've been talking about. So like,
Absolutely.
I think the fact that he started 1 game out of the first 2 and that Maresca seems to think that he can start alongside João Pedro,
Yep.
I guess is good.
Yeah, because JP was on the left and Gittins was benched.
No, JP was in the 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Estaval was on the right. Pedro Neto was on the left.
My SofaScore lied to me. Okay, got it.
And you'll probably see that again this weekend.
Yeah, if Cole, they
Palmer's
won't risk
back.
Cole. No, they won't risk Cole. It's a muscle injury. I think they just wait until the other side of the international break. No sense in rushing him. Yeah, I think like with Delap, it's probably try and trade him at whatever value you can get. Because this might be a hot take, but there's a chance that he might score more goals off the bench than from actually starting games this season.
Wow. And that's the nightmare. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like the Adama, situation where
I mean, I would have never took the guy if I didn't take JP first.
for sure.
So,
Yeah.
and if that was me, if I had that cuff, I'd be actually feeling okay knowing that, like Ryan said, like the moment there was an injury to that front line, he came in. So I don't know, in the right matchup, like stacking them, and so he's trusted, like he said. So
I mean, arguably, I'd even use this as an opportunity to tell managers this is probably a good time to sell João Pedro high as well, because we've seen the number 9 struggle to get Fantrax points.
Yeah.
And once Palmer's back, JP's going to go up top again, most likely, with Delap on the bench. So, yeah, just food for thought.
yeah.
And even he struggled in the first match.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can't go to West Ham every week.
Yeah.
I
mean,
wish.
it's worse. I mean, it's worse than we even make it out to be. He had 0.5 in 72 minutes. He didn't even have a single point.
Was that week 1?
Week 1.
Yeah, I played him that week. That was sick.
But I mean, you played against him?
Yeah, I played against him. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, nice. But I mean,
so worried.
Palace are no slouches. We just talked about Palace being giant killers for sure. And just generally, right? It's tough.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're
Based
moderately
on
worried.
where he was drafted, I don't know. I'm putting it not weird at all, but I could see. Yeah, I'll put him in the moderately worried. But
I'd go a bit low, I think.
What do you mean? You're gonna try and trade him out?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow.
And like borderline no trade value as well, potentially. Eh?
yeah,
I mean,
he's got
who's
value
yeah?
for like the JP owner or whoever has JP.
Yeah.
That's who wants him.
That's
but
that's
other than
probably
that-
the only guy that's gonna like listen
Yeah,
to.
go for it.
any-
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna wow. Okay, you guys have just talked yourselves into moving him down 2 tiers.
Potentially. I don't know. Totti and Ryan still have to speak on this, I think.
I had such low expectations for him, so I'm not worried at all based on those. This is exactly kind of how I thought it would play out.
Yeah.
Although,
this
like
weekend,
him
I'm
starting one of the first 2 games, as I mentioned, is actually a little bit more than I would expect this early into the season.
Damn. And Toddy's internet dropped, so he won't be able to weigh in, unfortunately. All right. Well, tell you what, guys, let's meet in the middle and try to get some trade value for him.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah,
let's just
I
see
like
what
that.
happens. Send out some offers, try to get something back. Nice. All right, sweet. Last one. Dominic Solanke.
Oh god.
I know I said I wasn't going to try to include injured players in here because I know he's coming back from one, but I did want to just kind of pop him on here largely because of good old Richarlison and what he's done. And I just think we should have the conversation about whether or not we're actually worried about him losing his spot to a very in-form Richarlison, because yeah, he's been on fire.
I was pretty bullish coming into the season about the forward at Spurs.
Yeah.
Under Frank, I just thought it would be Solanke like everybody else, but quickly pounced on Richarlison after the Super Cup, which if you had Solanke especially, you should have done. So there's no excuses if you didn't, but it is somewhat of a surprise. But I'm putting him squarely in the moderately worried but holding, because I mean, when's the last time Richarlison had like a really long stretch of games, whether
Right.
it's losing his head and getting a red or injury or just sucking. So like the time will come, especially with Champions League coming. But yeah, it's tough. But yeah, I'm moderately worried but holding.
Yeah.
Also, Richarlison got selected for Brazil for the internationals. So, as a Solanke owner, I'm like inhaling a lot of copium in the fact that he might come back a bit late from this international break, and maybe Solanke gets the nod for Game Week 4.
Okay, yeah.
But
The old South America play.
yeah, you never know, right? And it's like you mentioned, right? He doesn't have a great track record with fitness as well. So, but okay, like I'm a Solanke owner, and let's say I'm sure one of the listeners is in my league that owns Richarlison as well. What would you be offering the Richarlison owner, or are you just gonna not try and I don't know, like screw yourself over by giving up too much fab or giving up a nail starter for Richarlison?
I give up a fair amount of fab, I think, at this point.
Oh, but yeah, fab is nothing. Yeah.
Player wise, that'd be tough.
Yeah.
If
That's
you have
what I was thinking.
Solanke, yeah, I mean, do anything you can to get Richarlison in. Because what if it is his spot? I mean, you just lost your second round in some
Third round.
leagues. Yeah,
Yeah.
third round pick.
Yep. Yeah. Interesting.
So we're moderately worried. We're obviously holding. I mean, unless you're going to
Yeah.
trade out.
No, I think moderately worried but holding. I agree with Ron.
Would you try to trade out to the Richarlison manager, or do they just think they kind of caught lightning in a bottle and they're not really all that worried about nailing down that forward spot?
I mean, the only
As
reason
a Richarlison owner, I would love to do that deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Love to nail it down. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just just riding it so the wheels fall off. Expecting it to be a fleeting romance.
Huh. So I wonder. I mean, you'd almost have to get another forward in, though, right? Because it's a little bit thin in that category.
I think it's obviously, again, this is like the classic saying roster dependent or whatever, right? Because I've got Haaland in that roster as well, so I'm not particularly worried about having enough forward sort of thing. So yeah, interesting one.
Would you do Solanke out to get in Igor Thiago?
No. I don't want Igor Thiago at all.
I think I'd be aiming for similar sort of round picks, like late round 2 to round 3 picks.
You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna get it at the moment.
Yeah, you'd have to go down quite a bit.
But like, would you do Solanke out to get in Jorginho Ruter?
No.
Interesting. What about?
I think if you have Solanke, you're just looking to maybe get Richarlison, but not get rid of Solanke.
Okay.
Evan Nilsson's an interesting one.
Evan Nielsen. Huh.
Can't wait till he scores on Spurs this weekend.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. What about Chris Wood?
No. I think I'd rather just hold Solanke and cry.
Yeah, moderately worried, but holding.
All right.
Yeah.
I like
that should
that.
be a category. Hold and cry. That's what the last one should be.
Hold and cry.
Because that's where McNeil would be.
McNeil is
no. That would be drop and cry tears of joy.
Oh yeah, we need hold and cry and a drop and cry.
Yeah, this is yep. All right. Well, there you have it. There is your worry board. We'll revisit this again in a handful of weeks just to see where certain players are at. But for now, this is how we feel about these guys, the ones that are struggling. And I like it. Only 2 of them did we say that we would consider dropping. The rest of them we still have a little bit of hope for, at least as a trade candidate, if nothing else. So there you have it, everybody. There's the worry board. Let's move right along to our streamers for this week. Let me stop sharing this quickly. 1 second. And bring this guy back up. All right. So, of course, unfortunately, Toddy's internet dropped out. I can do my best Toddy impression. Ryan, unless you want to do this and try to make the arguments that Toddy might have made for these players.
I'll try to explain the inexplicable.
All right, beautiful. Let's do this. Because Toddy was first in the document, I went ahead and put him first. I kind of decided to do that just because, as more players get taken, it becomes a little bit more of a stretch. And I know Dutch, Dutch, this is your second week.
You should open it an hour before the pod so everyone has a chance.
And it's Hunger Games.
I will consider that. Yeah. The European boys beat Dutch to the document this morning, and he was left with the dregs again. So, all right, Gameweek 3 streamers, 1 week plays. These are guys we like this week. Ryan, take a stab at explaining these.
All right. Well, I know very well because of the fact that I roster one Anthony Gordon that he'll be out, and so they need a warm body at the forward position. And so Osula is really the only one that fits the bill, and obviously a good matchup on paper against the Leeds. Although I wonder, despite having a really heroic performance against Liverpool, I wonder how well they'll be able to play without most of their key players. But obviously, if you need a potentially high upside forward streamer, he's a good pick. Again, versus Leeds, should be available in your league. Mason Mount, I can't explain that one.
They play Burnley.
I can't explain this one.
Right, it's like, what's your point?
Yeah, they just played Grimsby Town. So yeah, if you were playing fantasy there, you'd be like, yeah, they're playing Grimsby Town.
8.5 ghost against Fulham.
I mean, there's no way he's going to do well. But yeah, it's obviously a matchup play. Coming off a decent performance, and it looks like he's got that spot nailed down. Although obviously, given how poor their results have been, it could have a shakeup. So we'll see. Lyle Foster versus this is also a matchup play. Yeah, Foster's fleeting. I don't care for the pick, but I like the spirit of it, given it's anti-United gist. So yeah, that's Toddy's streamers for you. Since I was not able to go into the deck, I can add like a couple of my own real quick.
Yeah.
In my head, Jackson Chachua.
Oh, come on, Ryan.
Oh, did you already pick him? I haven't looked at the doc.
Of course.
All right. I like Papa Mate Sarr as well. Does anybody pick him?
Oh, the Prime Minister.
Yeah. Yes, Prime Minister. He's still in the 10 role, obviously, since they still haven't filled that position. Decent matchup against Bournemouth at home. He was in some good positions against City, but obviously different game plan, and was not the time to play him. But at home to Bournemouth, Frank should make it a bit more attacking again. So I like him as a nice midfield streamer. But yeah, we can go on to others.
Nice, I like it. Omar, welcome, man. You're late. Just playing.
This is on time for Omar.
Yeah, that's true. I know, Omar. We went a little bit early this week. Sorry, man. You can listen back though. All right, we've got some candidates for streamers in the chat, which we'll revisit those in a minute. I love that that the chat is just offering up streamers now. This is awesome. But Sanjy, hit us with yours first.
Yeah, so first up, we got Sepp van den Berg against Sunderland, promoted team. Sepp has started the season ghosting well. I think first game after conceding 3 got 8.25 points. With the clean sheet, 13.5. So it's decent, and again, it's the promoted team play. Next, Malik Thiaw, new boy from AC Milan in at Newcastle. I think Cher might miss the game because of the concussion protocol. So I think there's an opportunity for you to just, I don't know, get a random defensive stream against Leeds. And I think they're missing a couple of guys in their midfield as well. I believe Tanaka might be missing out. Ampadu might be missing out. So yeah, it might be a weaker Leeds team than you expect. Next, like Ryan mentioned, Chachua. yeah, he got what 7 ghosts in like a few minutes in game week 2, and then in the cup game as well, he got the assist for one of Strand Larson's goal. I think there's a real chance that he could be the right wing back to replace Nelson Semedo, and Everton is not a bad fixture to kind of kick things off, so maybe keep an eye on him. And then finally, again, I'm shocked that Nwaneri was under 40% owned when I pulled up the numbers and stuff, but I'm sure he must be gone in home league waiver wires and stuff by now. But yeah, again, because the injuries of Odegaard, Saka, Arsenal need that creativity, and it's most likely going to come from him.
Yeah, I like it. Toddy, you're back.
Yes.
Nice.
Ryan was great.
You heard that. Did you want to add anything?
No.
Do you want to do the mount?
It was perfect.
You want to do a full-throated pro mount?
No. It's just a hope for an upside play against Burnley. He goes to decently, just like Sanjy said, and that's just it. It's just I wanted, as I was first in the dock, I wanted others to be able to put some decent.
Look at that!
Oh, what a guy!
Generosity.
What a guy! So what you're saying is that Dutch is moaning and groaning about nothing, really.
Yeah, he really
exactly.
taking your lead.
I don't like seeing the guys taken, but then you get left with. Actually, I do like my picks.
How much fab would you guys spend on one area? Considering that we're going into match up against Liverpool and then an international break, who knows? There's
not much.
There's
like
no
5?
definite. Yeah,
I would have spent money if Odegaard. So I would if they weren't playing Liverpool this weekend, I would have said in the waiver wire article to spend more money than I did. But I think I literally said spend 0 to 1 because Odegaard's injury is deemed not that serious. He may play this weekend. Definitely will play after the IB break.
Yeah.
And against Liverpool, if it was any other team this weekend, I would have dropped like 3, 4, 5 because he would have balled out against like if the Leeds game was this weekend, for example, I would have dropped the fab on him.
Yeah.
I mean, Liverpool's not a bad team to play against.
Nah, I mean he'll be
attacking wise.
Yeah, it's a 1 game play. I'm not gonna spend that fab on him.
No, I mean,
and I have Odegaard.
You forget too, like Nwaneri is capable of dropping a stinker. I mean, he's done it plenty of times before. He wasn't great. Was it on Sunday? 1.5 in 51 minutes. I mean, that's just was not. It wasn't it.
He may not even start. We might see Madueke, like Eze in the 10, Madueke on the right, Martinelli on the left, or Trossard. So
yeah.
I'd kill for a Max Dauman start, but I doubt that's gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
No. Yeah, 9-year-old going to Anfield.
I mean, listen, if there's ever a time like Liverpool are conceding, they don't have a right wing back.
He doesn't give a fuck. He has 0 fear, so like he could do it.
That volley that he attempted outside the box as well. Oh,
I was impressed with him.
Yeah,
he was fun to watch. He was really fun to watch. Yeah. Nice. All
All
right.
right,
Dutch, hit us with yours.
Yes. So realizing these are supposed to be 1 week plays, but I did mention Christie because he should be back this weekend, and he, can usually provide a solid floor, and I think he's available in a lot of leagues. But he's back from his injury, and Spurs are still Spurs, so I think he should be fine if you need a midfielder this week. And then Agbadu got, I think, like 13 ghost this past weekend, which is really, really good. And they're playing Everton, who I think looked a little bit better because they were, at home, new stadium, and it was just poised for them to do well and score well. So I think Agbadu, there's clean sheet potential, and hopefully he can like mimic those ghosts again. He got 13, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Ramsey, I'm not a big Ramsey guy, but he probably is going to start because Newcastle is just like hospital FC right now. Gordon's out suspended, and then Jolinton, Tonali, and those two are definitely injured, and Shar. So there's going to be new people in that 11, and Ramsey looks poised to be one of those. And against Leeds, could do worse. So hopefully, you can get you like 7-8 points there, maybe a goal contribution. Who knows? And then Gassant this is just me hoping he starts.
Same,
they're a tough team to break, but this could be the week Gassant starts, and it could be the last week you can get him for cheap, if he's available in the waivers. So, forwards are looking pretty skinny this year. As the season has started, and he is a forward, and Villa need something to spark that front line, and he could be the answer. And this could be the last week you can get it for free. If you're in a home league, you can get it for free potentially. So
yeah.
Starts the last game, so you got to have cover. But yeah, we have him starting. So
I mean, he's rostered in all the community leagues, but I was shocked to see he's like 23% rostered.
Yeah, he's in home leagues. I mean, a lot of people don't even know this guy. So
yeah. All right, boys, before we log off, which we're just at an hour and a half, which is what we shoot for. It's awesome. This is perfect. But we got a couple of questions from the chat. So first and foremost, hold on one second. Let me see. There we go. Boom. Look at that. All right. Gary Haas, Odo Bear as a streamer at home to Bournemouth. I like the Adam Smith matchup. What do you guys think?
He's not going to start.
No?
Why would he start?
I don't know.
I mean, there's the off chance if he does. It's very much like you see the lineups he starts. Yeah, I like the stream.
I mean, if he plays, we're saying like if he's in the 11.
Yeah, I think this is very much like a lineup call.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah, if he starts, yeah. But they've played the same front three 2 games in a row. So I don't think that's changing.
They've just beaten City 2-0 in Manchester, so.
Yeah, I don't
change?
see it, Gary, but maybe if he's in there, sure, yeah, why not?
I'd rather you just get Sar, who's definitely gonna start.
He is really goal dependent, though. To be honest, he's not a great fantasy asset. Anyway, okay, let's see. Christopher Rodriguez, you guys like Lukic if you need a mid? 14 crosses against United, apparently. That's crazy.
Took corners too.
Yeah, he dominated the corners, but that's because Harry Wilson was on the bench for this game. That's my only concern. I think it's one of those where you need to see the lineup, and it depends on who starts. Then Lukic is a decent stream, but he could easily trap you in a game week, I think.
Here's the thing about Lukic. So he scored 8.25. That's basically his ceiling. I mean, to be completely honest, I rostered him for a couple game weeks last year when he had his kind of hot streak. He was scoring 10, 11. He did that for 2 or 3 weeks in a row. And then for the rest of the season, he was just absolute shit. He'll do this. He'll pop up with a decent score, but then he'll disappear for weeks on end.
Yeah, he doesn't get goal contributions. Let me see what he got. He got 2 assists all last season.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're looking for 8 to 10 points. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to play him against Chelsea this game week either.
Yeah, they're playing Chelsea too, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Away. Enough. Chelsea away.
Right. We promotions. Garner worth a pickup.
Oh, he's such a trap.
Yeah, I know. That's a trap for me.
Yep. I agree.
Everton just looked really good at home in their new stadium.
Yeah.
Yep, and he got a big screamer, so that elevates his perceived value. But yeah, it's a draw.
Doesn't happen
against
very
Leeds,
often.
mind you. 4.5 against Leeds.
4.5 against Leeds.
I mean, their entire team was trash against Leeds, right? But the good thing about James was at least he had a bit of a set piece corner monopoly. But now KDH is taking all of them. I would just avoid.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Nice. All right, and then our good friend Omar back with the hotness. Hot take here from Omar. He said, I want to hear Joe freak out with the trade idea that I have. Here it is. Me, Arsenal fan, getting Eze from a Pool fan who would get Verts. He thinks it's pretty fair.
I'd much rather
Wirtz.
Wirtz,
Yeah,
I think
I'd rather
I'd
have
go
Wirtz.
Yeah.
even if I was an
Keep 'em.
Arsenal fan.
Yeah, keep Wirtz, bro.
Like
Okay.
as is now for me falling into like that Savio sort of vibe where I don't think you're gonna get starts week in, week out, but he might drop some bangers when he does.
Yeah.
We have no idea where Eze is going to be and how many starts he's going to get, but we do know Wirtz is going to get starts.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah. Wirtz is nailed. I mean,
We have
And
no
Wirtz does
idea
the
what's
corners.
going to happen with Eze.
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, Omar, you weren't here, but go back and listen to the worry board because we talked about Wirtz on there, and all of us are pretty optimistic about his prospects. All right, couple more quick ones, boys. Getting Alcaraz from waivers if you are a McNeil owner. This is from Bandit.
Alcaraz isn't playing either.
I know. He also played tonight. So he and McNeil played tonight in the cup.
That is the worst handcuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that one, Bandit. Sorry, man. Trust me, as a McNeil roster, I wish it weren't true, but it is. All right. I think that does it, right? Let's see. Let's just make sure. Yeah. I think we're good.
Chickens pointed out that apparently Harry Wilson got injured tonight. Interesting.
Really?
Interesting. Okay, cool.
We'll keep a lookout for that.
Yeah.
Bummer. All right. Beautiful. Thank you so much, community. You guys are the best. Thank you for everyone who joined us live. This has been a fun one. I love the worry board. I'm glad we do this, guys. It's good debating with you all on where to place these players. Thanks for joining. Dutch, Sanjy, Toddy, Ryan, you guys are fantastic. Love you all. Any last minute or any last moment words for anybody?
Have fun, guys. It's just a game.
Beautiful.
Yep.
All right. We'll talk to everyone soon. Best of luck this game week. Hit us up if you have any questions, and get on the Discord. Send us a DM. Send us a DM on Twitter or on Discord if you can't figure out how to get on there. You need to get on the Discord. That's where the conversation happens these days. All right. Y'all are the best. Talk to everyone soon. KPC out. Cheers.